As we're looking to prepare for the future ahead and looking at how we can improve as leaders in organizations, there's something we've been discussing at Bessern, which is a model that we've come up with when it comes to really improving and redesigning leadership that really take into consideration psychological resources, not only the hard skills that you might need as a leader, but also the psychological resources that are so vital for our success, particularly in challenging times. And what we started off with is awareness, connectivity, and agility. And today we're going to look at drive.
Lena, to achieve results, leaders move action forward by making decisions, deliver results, and gaining support from others. It is all about facilitating agile process to ignite in teams iterations of problem solving, feedback, alignment, and action. It doesn't mean having brainstorming sessions. The results are not expected on the spot, as creativity cannot survive in a structured environment. Teams need to have the sensory and control of how to end up with solution. Here is more about the leader acting like a Scrum Master, facilitating the prioritization of resources, crowdsourcing the big challenges and opportunities, and letting people come back with experiments to validate their ideas. When people have the control on how things are done and they have a clear definition of the problem, this is the area where innovation and motivation happens. It is almost to like launching a challenge where the question is about solving the problem rather than can you do this? The perspective is a little bit different. Now, if we want to build this element of leadership, how do we go about it? So first of all, in your bucket list, you need to have a couple of elements. First, alignment, which measures the leader behaviors that ensure that team members understand the objectives and have the resources required to be successful. The second point is about problem solving, measuring the leader behaviors related to solving problems, developing a strategy, and making decisions. The third point is about having a feedback structure, which is about the extent to which a leader provides timely and actionable feedback to the team members. And finally, it's about influence, where the leader uses effective influence strategies to onboard others with their ideas.
You know, as you're going through these bucket lists, what it's, coming together for me from the previous series that we've discussed when we're talking about the connectivity and awareness, and when you're talking about alignment and feedback, for example, it so much relates to the connectivity piece, because in order for you to make sure the team is aligned and you are providing effective feedback, you also need to have that connection with them on slightly beyond just the day-to-day work, right? It's more understanding how your team members' values align with organizational values and goals. How can you motivate them? How can you, what are their goals essentially, where you can help them develop as well? So what do they want to do for their career and their growth that can be aligned again with those business outcomes as well? And I think it's just about making time to connect, to bring awareness, and to provide that good feedback and essentially align the team in their efforts to succeed.
And as you mentioned, Elena, just before, it is not only about having skills and behaviors that are adequate for a leader, but it is resource intensive, in fact, to interact with teams and also to be well with yourself and build these correct resources, this capability, this potential and willingness to act. And this is something that it is quite integrated in our model.